Coming back to action now. The action starts. The day one of the war. Bhishmacharya shows his Ugra Rupam. Ugra Rupam is his ferocious way of doing the war, waging the war. Sorry?
Ferocious behavior?
Not behavior, ferocity in terms of his war skills. So for a minute he is seen in this corner and he's very swift in his movement. So you'll see him here and next moment you'll see him on the other end of the battlefield. So he's so fast, he's so swift, and he has actually created a havoc in the Pandava army. So everybody is down in their morale. In the very first day itself, everybody has seen how strong or powerful Bhishmacharya could be, right? So on the very first day, Uttara Kumara is killed. Uttara Kumara, yeah.
Is Bhishma stronger than the Pandavas? Oh, that was fast.
What is it?
Is Bhishma stronger than the Pandavas?
Bhishma is stronger than everybody. Bhishma is probably the strongest of the warriors at that point of time.
Then why does Karna talk about him like that?
Because Karna is jealous. First of all, Karna is jealous. Karna is thinking that, okay, Bhishmacharya, no matter how worthy I am, he doesn't recognize me as a good warrior. So because of that, he keeps talking like that. But Duryodhana knows. Duryodhana likes Karna. Duryodhana wants Karna by his side and everything. But Duryodhana doesn't tell his grandfather to stop. Don't talk about Karna like that. Or Duryodhana had an opportunity to tell Bhishma that, okay, you are anyways old, I'll bring in Karna, you go, you don't have to wage the war. He doesn't say. He knows the capabilities of Karna, he knows the capabilities of Bhishma. That is why, despite of all those conversations, whatever had happened, Duryodhana chooses Bhishma to be the army general on Kaurava side. So on the first day, this guy Uttara Kumara is killed by Shalya. Shalya uses Shakti Astra to kill Uttara Kumara. Uttara Kumara, who was super worried or who was running away from the battlefield, comes to the battle and he loses his life. So and then Bhishmacharya on the Pandavas side. So Bhishmacharya, you know what he does? He takes down the armies of Kekaya kings and Virata army also. So the entire armies of Virata Raja and Kekaya king are destroyed beyond repair. So people are running hither thither on the battlefield, and then by the end of the day one, so now Sanjay is narrating everything to them, right? By the end of day one, Kaurava's army is having an upper hand, and Dhritarashtra is happy to hear this news naturally. And then on the day two, okay, between day one and day two. So what happens is, at the beginning of the day, when the sun rises, they start the war. At the end of the day, when the sun sets, the war is done. No matter what, after sunset, nobody kills each other, nobody attacks each other. That is the rule. And then again, it resumes after the on the next day. So at the beginning and at the end of the war, the conches are blown, indicating that, okay, this is done. And at the very, very important junctures in the war, the conch is again blown. Yes?
Now, how come modern armies are continuing the war in the night? Is it because there's less dharma now?
Yes. This is Dharma Yuddha. So Dharma Yuddha has a lot of... So this war is also a lot different from the war that was waged in Ramayana. Ramayana also, there was no difference between day and night, because the wage was with Ashuras, right? With demons. Demons do not follow any rules. But these are all human beings here in Mahabharata. So yes.
Were there the rules at that time?
Sorry?
Were there the same rules at that time and they just didn't follow them? Or weren't they?
I don't know. I did not see any mention of Dharma Yuddha in Ramayana. But my understanding is that in Ramayana, they did not follow all these rules because they are fighting Asuras. All of them are demons. And demons are stronger in the night than in the day. So demons would have anyways wanted to wage a war or fight a war in the night.
So that even if they wanted to do something like day and night, they would say night only?
Probably, yes. And human beings and all the other species are active in the morning. They're stronger in the morning. Okay. But what they did is they took some breaks. Like Rama used to take a break for some time. And then Lakshmana used to take a break after some time. Something like that they used to do. Anyways, now coming back to this. So those are the rules of the war. In the evening, Dharmaraja convenes a meeting. And Dharmaraja expresses his expresses that we should stop the war. Look what has happened to the armies on the day one itself, and look how Bhishmacharya is attacking. Yeah, his how he's attacking and doing all these kind of terrific actions towards the army. If we continue, within no time, all these so many 7 Akshauhinis of Sainya will be dead, and I would be the reason for the death of so many kings, so many mighty kings. And there could be a situation where earth doesn't have a proper ruler, and that is going to be a very difficult situation. So I don't want to be the reason for that. So let's stop this entire thing. But then Sri Krishna Paramatma again instills courage into Dharmaraja, and then they go back to the day 2. On the day 2, now Pandavas, they do a formation of Krauncha Vyuha. Krauncha is kind of a bird, and both North America and South America together is called Krauncha Dvipa. So there are seven dvipas according to our Hindu this thing. In 7 dvipas, this North America and South America together is called Krauncha Dvipa. So whenever you are doing a puja at home, when they talk about this, first lo Sankalpam chadivetappudu Krauncha Dvipe, America Kande, that is how it goes. And India is called Jambu Dvipe. Jambu means the tree of నేరేడు వృక్షాన్ని జంబూ వృక్షం అంటారు. అండ్ బికాస్ దోస్ నేరేడు వృక్షాలు చాలా ఉంటాయని చెప్పి దట్ ప్లేస్ ఇస్ కాల్డ్ జంబూ ద్వీపం. ఎనీవే, సో క్రౌన్ అమెరికా కంటే ఉత్తర అమెరికా సంథింగ్ place అలా వెళ్తుంది. Okay, anyways, so the day 2 the formation is Krauncha, and on the day 2 on the Kaurava side they form various different formations in order to attack the Krauncha. Krauncha is a bird, right? So what Bhishmacharya does is Bhishmacharya destroys the wings of the formation, he destroys the feathers of the formation, he attacks the neck part of the formation. Wherever he goes, he keeps destroying everything. Everything is distorted by Bhishma within no time of the war. And then on that day, Arjuna asks Krishna to take his chariot towards Bhishmacharya, and he wages a ferocious war with Bhishmacharya. On that day, Bhishmacharya was also supported by people like Shalya, Drona, Duryodhana, and everybody. And on that one day, all these people, they start shooting arrows towards Arjuna. And on that day, Bhishma alone shoots 77 arrows on Arjuna. And Dronacharya shoots 20 arrows. Krupacharya shoots 200 arrows. Vikarna shoots 3 or 4 arrows. Duryodhana shoots some tens of arrows. So Arjuna is counter-attacking every single arrow, and none of those arrows are hurting either Arjuna or Krishna. And then Duryodhana at this point of time complains, saying that Bhishmacharya is not giving his 100%. If Bhishmacharya, he's telling this to his own grandfather. He's telling his grandfather that you are not giving your 100%. You already told me that you are not going to kill Pandavas, and that is why you are not doing your best of your war. He complains. And then Bhishmacharya says, no, that's not what I'm doing. I'm giving my more than 100% whatever I can do. I said that I'm not going to kill Pandavas, but I never said that I'm not going to defeat Pandavas. I'm doing everything that I can to defeat this guy. But I had already told you, this guy Arjuna has more weapons than I know. He knows more weapons. He has so many weapons in his arsenal than what I do. So I cannot kill this guy. Even if I wanted to, I cannot kill Arjuna. It's not easy. What do you think? And then after, because he's talking like that, Bhishma increases the intensity of his war, and he attacks Arjuna and Krishna, and now he's able to, his arrows are reaching Krishna, and Krishna bleeds like anything. He's injured, he's bleeding, and Arjuna also gets hurt very badly on that day. And then the war continues. The war continues, and Arjuna is trying his best to protect his army against Bhishma, and Bhishma is also trying to do the same, protecting his own Kaurava army from Arjuna. After that, that's one side of the battlefield. This is happening. On the other side of the battlefield, Dronacharya and Drishtadyumna are fighting, and when they are fighting, Dronacharya breaks the chariot of Drishtadyumna, and Drishtadyumna is on the ground, he's fallen onto the ground, but still he continues to fight Dronacharya, and he's really giving fitting answers to Dronacharya's offense. And then on the other side, Bhima Bhima is waging war. And wherever you see Bhima, you have a question? Okay. So wherever you see Bhima, you see destruction there. And Bhima destroys the armies of Ketumanta, and there is a kingdom called Kalinga, and the king of that Kalinga, the son of that Kalinga Raja, he is killed. His name is Sukradeva, and Bhima. And now, after as a counter attack, Bhima's horses are killed. When the Bhima's horses are killed, then he uses Shakti on Bhishma, and he uses his mace to fight against his grandfather. And then at that point of time, Satyaki enters. Satyaki supports Bhishma, and what Satyaki does is he goes and he attacks the charioteer of Bhishma. So because he is moving very swiftly from one place to the other, right? Once charioteer is killed, the horses have no control. Nobody has control over the horses or the chariot. So at that point of time, Bhishma almost loses the war. Bhishma kind of feels insulted at that point of time. So Bhima and Satyaki, both of them together, they kind of contain Bhishmacharya on that day. And then that is the right moment. That is the right moment for the warriors on the Pandava side to encourage or motivate the army on their side, because Bhishmacharya is a little bit hurt. So now is the time you have to go aggressive and start attacking on the Kaurava army. And Dharmaraja takes lead on that, and they do significant damage to the Kaurava side also. That is about the day 2. By all these events happen, and they hit the end of the day, and day 2 is done. On the day 3, Bhima and Duryodhana. Yes.
On the first day, didn't Yuyutsu join the Pandavas?
Huh?
On the first day, didn't Yuyutsu join the Pandavas?
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that. That's a good point. We'll come back to that. యుయుత్సు వచ్చి జాయిన్ అవుతాడు కదా, పాండవులు అది మర్చిపోయావు. యా, వీళ్ళు కురుక్షేత్ర బాగా చూస్తారు వీళ్ళు. లాస్ట్ ఇయర్ రిపీట్ మోడ్లో చూస్తుంటారు. On the day 3, there is a war between Bhima and Duryodhana goes unconscious, and his charioteer protects Duryodhana, and he takes Duryodhana back to a safe place. But Duryodhana is very mad at the charioteer, and he comes back to the war again. Bhishma and Arjuna, again the war between Bhishma, Krishna and Arjuna, it continues. That is again ferocious. So at the end of day 3, I think Bhima kills some of the sons of Dhritarashtra. I don't exactly remember if it is day 3, by end of day 3 or not. But at the end of the day 3, there is a lot of losses on both sides. And on the day 4, is when Bhima shows his power and strength. Day 4 is the day for Bhima, actually. And then he wages a war. And there is a specific elephant belonging to king called Bhagadatta. Bhagadatta is from Iraq. Today's Iraq. What is the name of the place? Baghdad. So he's from that place. So people have come and participated in this war from as far as Syria, today's Syria. Yes.
Auntie.
Yeah.
How come nobody from China is so nearby?
That's exactly. I wonder why not China. Maybe China is not as populated as it is today, because China is right.
And also, I think China over there.
I think
like a big Himalayan.
it was icy also. It was very icy. Back then, the geography was slightly different. There was a lot of ice in that area. Probably that is the reason there is nobody coming from China and waging the war. Okay, so do you remember the name of that elephant? Supartika or Supratika or Supratita. There are 3 different names that they use to refer to this elephant. It's a very, very, very powerful and mighty elephant. And on the day 4, Abhimanyu, along with his army, he hurts that elephant a lot. And he cannot kill the elephant, but they bring him down. They bring that elephant down. Bhagadatta's elephant, that is. And then Ghatotkacha wages a amazing war on that day. Ghatotkacha also participates in the war, and Ghatotkacha is showing off his skills. And on the day 5, I think, so Bhishma continues to scatter the army of Pandavas, and he's creating huge losses on the Pandava side. So naturally, the morale on the Pandava side is really, really going down. And one day, what happens? Arjuna and Bhishma, they come face to face. Arjuna gets an opportunity to really hurt Bhishma. But on that day, Arjuna loses his courage somehow. He's just staring at Bhishmacharya and he's not doing anything. And Sri Krishna really, really gets angry. Sri Krishna, what he does, he immediately jumps off of his chariot. He summons for the Sudarshana Chakra. The minute he thinks that I need Sudarshana Chakra comes and sits on his finger. With that Sudarshana Chakra, he's jumping and he's going to attack Bhishmacharya. And looking at that, everybody is taken aback. Bhimasena, Dharmaraja, Duryodhana, everybody in that battlefield is taken aback because Sri Krishna Paramatma promised that he wouldn't be using any weapon, right? And then Arjuna comes and pleads him. Arjuna comes and says, please, don't do this. If you do this, I will have a lot of bad name in the world, saying that Arjuna could not wage a war. Arjuna could not answer back Bhishmacharya's aggression, and that is why Sri Krishna had to do this. And you have taken the oath of not using a weapon, and why are you doing this now? If you do this, the entire clan, entire generations to come, we will have a bad remark. So please don't do it. Then Sri Krishna also says, I also have a bigger and more intense vow to protect. Sorry, andlo అయిపోయింది 10 minutes అయిపోతుందని చెప్తారా గ్రూప్ లో కిరణ్ మై మెసేజ్ చేసినట్టు. So Sri Krishna also says that I also have a bigger vow to protect dharma. In front of that, this is nothing. It's okay even if I'm getting a bad name, because you are not taking any action. You were sitting just staring at your grandfather with Gandiva in your hands. If you are not acting, then I will act, because the ultimate thing is that dharma has to be protected. And then with that, and when Bhishmacharya sees that, Bhishmacharya leaves his weapons and says, as you wish. This is the if you really want to take my life, I'm all up for it. I'm not going to protest. I'm not going to fight against you. Come and do whatever you wish. I am ready to give my life. This is going to be a blessing upon me. I should be blessed in order to be killed by you. If Sri Krishna Paramatma himself wants to kill me, what more do I need? Come and take my life. I'm ready to give up, and I am ready to enter into you. Give up my life and enter into you. But then Arjuna, see the entire episode. Do Krishna really need to jump off of his chariot and go and attack Bhishma? When Sudarshan Chakra can come and sit on his finger, does not Sudarshan Chakra go and kill Bhishma if Sri Krishna ordered Sudarshan Chakra to do it? But why did he not order Sudarshan Chakra? Give it.
So that he could give Arjuna some time to think.
Okay.
He has to lead a life of a human too.
No.
Because he's a human.
Her answer is more correct.
Okay.
So Sri Krishna jumps and does all these things because he is giving a warning to Arjuna. He is telling Arjuna that you need to act. Sri Krishna is actually acting there. Sri Krishna is more emotionless. He's not angry, he's not happy, he's not sad, he's nothing. He has reached a state of something called Sthita Pragnata. I don't know this translation in English. If you are interested, go and try to understand. Sthita Pragnata means a state where none of the things will make you happy or sad. You are very, very neutral towards anything that is happening around you. Emotionless. It's not being cruel. It's not being harsh. People who do a lot of criminals are emotionless, but this is not that kind of being emotionless. This is different. This is the other end of being emotionless. But he is showing all these emotions so that he can bring Arjuna back onto track and encourage him towards taking an action. Give it to Ananya.
Don't rishis have so you said in the Ramayana that Vishwamitra, I think, he had to like to be a rishi, I think. he had to be emotionless or something?
Everybody, I mean, see, all these rishis have tried a lot towards becoming, to attaining that kind of a state. Okay, but there are ups and downs in their graph also. There are a lot of times where they get angry. Okay, but Sri Krishna Paramatma does not need to do anything explicitly in order to attain that state. He is that state always. There was never a time where he is angry and he has to tell himself, oh, I should not be angry, I should go back to a state of emotionlessness. He doesn't have to do it. He's always like that. Anyway, so on that day, Sri Krishna Paramatma jumps onto Bhishmacharya with his Sudarshan Chakra, and Arjuna brings him back. And then on that day, Arjuna really shows off his warrior skills. And that is day 5 or something. We will stop at this point, and then we will come back to next week to talk more about it.